How's it going? Welcome to FM Hub and the first video in my Liverpool save on Football Manager 2015. As I mentioned before, I wanted to do a Liverpool one because of the poor season I've just had, see if I can do any better. And as you can see by the date, 1st of August, we're still a couple of weeks away from the first game of the season. So really this episode is going to be all about my tactics and transfers that I've done so far. So let's get straight down to business. Tactically, as you can see, I'm playing a kind of a 4-3-2-1 formation. Football Manager describes it as a 4-3-3, which is kind of accurate considering Coutinho and Sterling will have little defensive responsibility really. But if we start from the back, Simon Mignolet in goal. I did toy with the idea of getting a new keeper, but I think I'll give Mignolet the benefit of the doubt to begin with. As we move on, 2 wing backs on automatic. Matteo Darmian, new signing from Torino, good Italian player. Skertel and Sacco in centre half. Obviously, I also thought about the idea of getting another centre half, but again, going to give Sacco and Skertel the benefit of the doubt. And Moreno, who I think has got the potential to be a really good player for the club. As we move into midfields, 3 central midfielders. No surprise from Gerrard. It's that deep line playmaker. Surrounded by Chan and Henderson, 2 really energetic midfielders, and this is reflected in their box-to-box functions. And for me, this is a really exciting prospect to have Henderson and Chan, who can burst forward and back as well, providing plenty of energy in that midfield. And actually, that was one of the things I had to consider in my transfer policy as well, because I needed backup for that energy, because I didn't really have the depth in that position. As we move up again, two attacker midfielders. Coutinho, the advanced playmaker, that kind of the technical, intricate kind of player who's going to make things happen. Also shooting from range, getting goals as well. And Sterling is a shadow striker, so he's really getting up to support Sturridge. He's been playing up front on his own for a lot this season because of Sturridge's injuries. I don't think that's his best position, but I do like him in and around the box in that central area. And obviously Daniel Sturridge up front, no surprises there. Let's just hope, fingers crossed, he can stay fit. So for the attacks I've gone for control. So I want to keep the ball very fluid. This is important because I want all my players, as it says, attackers being able to defend, defenders being able to attack. I want a lot of fluidity in the play, and that's important when the wing backs, because I've got no natural width with this formation. It's very narrow, and therefore the wing backs will have to be fluent and getting back and getting up and down, as well as the defensive and attacking threat. Team instructions, if I just run you through these very quickly. I want to play a short, intricate, possession-based passing game. We can see there's retained possession, short passing space, working the ball into the box, playing out of defence as well is important. We haven't really got the height in the team to start thundering balls up the pitch and try and win knockdowns. So let's try and build from the back with those wing backs, and they can bring the ball forward. Look for overlap, as said, with the wing backs. Roaming from positions also really important when you're fluid. Use tighter marking. I don't know why, this is just a habit of mine. I always like the idea of tight marking in defence rather than just letting your man go. Closing down. We want to win possession back early as well. High pressure game. It's always intensity is always a feature of Liverpool's game. And we're on the ball, much lower tempo. Just a nice considered. Keep the ball, keep possession, controlling the game, and be more expressive. Obviously, we've got a lot of flair players. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see the name Coutinho, probably the flairiest, if you like, player in the side. So I'd be really excited to see how he gets on. So that's my tactic. Be sure to leave any comments or questions or any improvements if you think you've got a better idea for it. I'll be all ears. Before I go, I want to run you through my transfers thus far. Transfer history. As you can see, I've not actually spent that much money. If you compare it to how much I've made something in the region of 27.5 million, and I've spent, what's that, 13.5 for just over 14.5 million. And I think I've done really well as well so far. Darmian for 5 million, what a bargain. You saw how impressive he was against England in the Euros, and he's been touted by many top clubs this summer as well. Khedira obviously taking advantage of the fact he's leaving Real Madrid at the end of this real-life season. Obviously, Football Manager is almost 12 months behind. But yeah, what a quality player, and definitely one who's going to bring that high energy to those positions, to that cover, or even challenging Henderson and Chan for that starting place. Probably Chan. Sorry. People thinking the idea that Chan is ahead of Khedira in the pecking order might be scratching their heads. But yeah, we'll see how the season goes. Jesus Vallejo, just a player my head of youth development brought in. He's got decent potential, centre half from Zaragoza. Yeah, and if we just quickly have a flick through who we've got rid of. Barini, almost 12.25 million to Fiorentina. A good fee for him. Probably recouped as much as, or at least, let's have a look actually. How much did Liverpool sign him for from Roma? Oh, we've made a profit on it. Look at that. Made a profit on 12.25 million. You can't knock that. He wasn't going to be involved in the squad really, with Sturridge, Balotelli and Lambert. I kept Lambert instead of Barini because I know I can make more money from Barini. Lambert, 32 years old, 3 million value, not going to make me much money. Lucas Leiva, 15 million to Real Madrid. Yeah, I could just laughing imagining a Real Madrid midfield of Toni Kroos, James Rodriguez and Lucas Leiva. It does make you question, have I done the right thing? I mean, Real Madrid coming in and buying him, he can't be a bad player. But yeah. So, 2 weeks to the start of the season, and I will bring you gameplay footage from the first game, see how we get on. I haven't actually looked who we've got, so I'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this tactics and transfer. This is just a short video, of course, and when we get into the season, that's when the real intensity comes and the panic stations, and they start losing every game and have to fiddle around with the tactics. But let's just hope that doesn't come. So yeah, that's all from me today. That's all from me now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a great day.